And a president-elect Trump posted on Truth Social today, why would I want to get rid of TikTok? The president-elect is saying basically that the Chinese company TikTok boosted his engagements, so all other Americans should ignore the Chinese Communist Party stealing data and possibly feeding Americans disruptive content.
So let's break that down a little bit. This situation that we have right now is going to come to a head on January 10th. You're aware that I'm one of the syndicates that wants to buy TikTok. It's already been deemed by a bipartisan Congress through an order that says this is Chinese spyware and we're going to shut it down midnight, January 19th. Really interesting timing, inauguration, everything else. So this actually sits, if the justices push it back, it's going to the executive. The executive right now is Biden. Now, what's going to happen here? We don't have to shut TikTok down. It just has to change ownership to abide by American laws as deemed by the order of Congress. I'm giving you these technical details because I'm going to walk you through the timing of what's going to occur. My guess is justice does not want to mess with the will of Congress. They'll push it back to the executive, and then Biden will open the door and say, is anybody here willing to buy this under terms that really fit the order? In other words, maybe rewriting the algorithm, making sure DOD, Department of Defense, approves it, and all the rest of that. You know, there's been many voices on this thing. I intend to be there with an LOI that Biden can look at and say, this is a viable alternative. I'm going to stay this situation for 90 days to let the company engage with this buyer. That's what's going to happen. Now, I don't see President Trump, I understand what he's doing, but he'll have a big say in the deal after the 90 days because he'll be the President of the United States. And I will anticipate I'll need his signature as well on the outcome of what we're going to bring to the market, that it's compliant. But this company is living in a dreamland thinking the Supreme Court of the United States is going to uphold spyware against its American people. Ain't going to happen. And then you've got this timing situation. I do believe it can change hands quickly, and I'm in a really interesting situation. All of that business, all of that revenue TikTok has comes from what I call the shark tankers, companies from 2 to 5 million in sales, 2 generations of shark tankers that have used it for customer acquisition in the same way that President Trump detailed how effective it is. My job is going to be how to figure out to keep them on board during the transition period. We may take 3, 4, 5 months to rewrite the code. And the way to do that is to make them my partners, to allow them to invest beside me at the same price that I am investing at, and get 5, 6, 7 million of them on board. And we go through the journey together.